These AI projects are not on YouTube yet, and you've got to build them now. So forget the recycled YouTube tutorials, forget object detection. These are the projects that make recruiters stop scrolling, and they've helped thousands of my students land roles that they thought were impossible. And let's get into it. Project number one. So before we get into project number one, though, like what's the actual problem with most machine learning projects that you'll find on YouTube? Well, everyone builds basic chatbots, again, simple object detection projects, text classification projects, generic sentiment analyzers. I'm sure you've heard of these projects before. But the truth is, recruiters see these same three projects on 99% of the resumes that they review. And they just get tired of seeing the same projects over and over, even though recruiters are non-technical, even though they may not even understand all the technical details of your projects. If they see the same titles on every single project, sentiment analysis, object detection, text classification, chatbot, it just loses its touch. It doesn't stand out anymore, and your resume gets automatically rejected. So if you want to break through, you need projects that demonstrate some actual systems thinking, not just tutorial completion. Because those projects on the left, I mean, anyone can follow a tutorial online and build one of those projects, right? So it's not really enough to stand out and get an offer. Here's what actually stands out and what we're going to go over in this video: multimodal intelligence, domain-specific solutions, autonomous agent behavior, and real-world signal processing. I'll explain what all of that means in just a moment. So project number one is the multimodal mood matcher. I know that's a mouthful, but stay with me. What if your project could see and hear someone and then instantly tell what kind of mood they're in? This project fuses CV, computer vision, with audio analysis to create something recruiters haven't seen before. So if you've been following this channel for a while, you know I've recommended other projects in the past. This video is going to go over projects that are not anywhere else on YouTube. So here's how the mood matcher works. First, visual analysis, right? An emotion recognition model to process facial expressions from images or video using CNNs or convolutional neural networks. Next would be audio processing, right? We need to actually extract pitch, tone, and sentiment using some sort of audio model, which we can get from a library like Librosa. And there should also be a fusion layer, right? We need to combine both signals to predict mood with higher accuracy than a single modal approach. Why this project is unique is because you're actually combining visual analysis with audio analysis and real impact. So one student built this at a hackathon. Even though they didn't win, a judge forwarded the resume to a hiring manager because the project was so impressive, and 80% of the interview ended up being about the project. That's the game now. That's how you can actually stand out, not by sending thousands of cold applications. So when you build projects like this, you're not just another text classification bro. You're demonstrating real world reasoning, applied signal processing, and multimodal architecture, even using beginner-friendly tools like TensorFlow and PyTorch to put models together. Next, project number two, voice-powered legal assistant. Okay, combining LLMs with voice interfaces in a highly specialized domain. This isn't just another chatbot or ChatGPT clone. It's domain specific, right? There's some genuine business value to this chatbot because of how domain specific it is. So let's get into that now. Building a domain specific voice agent. How do you actually go about this? Well, first thing you're going to need, at least for this project, is speech recognition, right? You're going to want to use OpenAI Whisper for real-time speech to text conversion. And users can therefore speak naturally to your assistant because of how well the Whisper model was trained. Next, you're going to need a specialized LLM, right? You're going to want to fine-tune a model on consumer rights laws, healthcare policy, any kind of specialized legal domain data set. You can leave that specific data set up to you. Finally, step three is the voice response, right? Using text to speech APIs, right? That's the opposite of speech to text, so be careful about that, to create natural conversational flow. And this is really like having a lawyer in your pocket. And one student got an offer with this, which is just a prototype of this project. An unfinished project was enough to prove that he thinks like a builder. And here's a quote from an AI startup interviewer: "This is better than what our interns built last summer." So why do domain-specific projects beat generic projects? Well, first, recruiters are bored, right? I mean, they've seen 1,000 ChatGPT replicas on everybody's resume, and generic assistants, they don't really demonstrate any problem solving. You want to go domain-specific. You've got to niche down. And this also helps you show expertise because it shows that you can apply machine learning to a genuine business problem. Anytime it becomes domain-specific, it's automatically clear what the business value is instead of a generic chatbot. And it's also just interview gold, right? It gives you something to actually talk about in interviews that will actually help you stand out because you would discuss domain constraints, data sourcing, and fine-tuning issues. When you have something to talk about about in interviews, when you get those questions like, tell me about a difficult technical challenge you faced, now you have something to actually talk about. So if an unfinished prototype, as we talked about on the last slide, can land an offer, just imagine what a polished version could do for your resume. I encourage you to build this project. Project number 3 is the self-initiated research agent. And this is the final project, and this one's probably the most important. So what if your model asked the questions instead of just answering them? Stay with me. This agent doesn't just wait for prompts. Instead, it thinks, explores, and inquires on its own, right? So it's self-initiated, self-direct. So here's how the research agent works. First give it a high-level goal, right? Like understand the latest research on self-driving cars. But instead of just spitting out a summary, your agent would build its own research strategy. This is where this project is unique. Autonomous discovery, right? Scraping and indexing recent research papers from arXiv, Google Scholar, or domain-specific sources. Actually ranking papers based on citations, relevance, recency, whatever criteria you define in your meta prompt. Gap analysis. Identify, okay, what's missing in the current research so that the model can actually show some kind of true comprehension beyond just summarization. And then inquiry mode. The model should ideally ask you questions to refine the search, demonstrating autonomous behavior design. Amazon interview win. One student just showed a janky version of this project. It wasn't fully complete, just chained API calls. And the hiring manager said, word for word, we need people who think like this. And I mean, that one line changed everything. So anyone can build projects, but at the end of the day, who builds Signal, right? Because 99% of applicants build the same recycled projects from YouTube tutorials, and 80% of interviews, especially behavioral interviews, are going to be spent discussing your unique projects so that interviewers can learn how you think. So then one standout project becomes all that it takes to make recruiters stop scrolling through your resume, give you an interview, and then you talk about that project in your interview. And these 3 projects helped me get into Amazon and Google without writing hundreds of LeetCode questions or awkwardly begging anyone for referrals. And they've helped thousands of my students land internships and jobs they once thought were out of reach. Build even one of these and your resume instantly stands out because you're not just completing tutorials, you're demonstrating the thinking that top companies actually want instead of just a generic project that a recruiter has seen on everyone's resume. Now, if you're still watching this video, I have an important message for you. There's a link in the description to book a free 15-minute strategy call with me. If you've been struggling in the recruiting process, struggling to land interviews or pass interviews, book that free 15-minute call with me. We'll identify what's holding you back and we'll see if you're a good fit for our mentorship program. Click that link in the description, book a free time with me, and I look forward to talking soon.